It's the R&R Show on Major Trends Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Raphael Leon.
And I'm Raphael G.
And Mikey here.
And Mikey's in the house.
That's
and
right.
we also have the great DJ Drunken Monk on the 1 and 2s.
That's right. Oh, man, you know, like I said, this is not your ordinary radio show. As you can go on to www.majortrends.com or majortrendsradio.com, and you'll see that it says R&R Show Uncut.
You
That's
can stream us live on www.majortrends.com. If you want to listen to the greatest and hottest internet radio show on the planet, the R&R Show.
That's right. We got so many things to talk about. As we do news reports and everything, but we don't do the ordinary that everybody else is playing. We'll come up with something that you never heard of.
Yep.
That if you decide that you ever wanted to read again, you'll see that there's a lot of things going on in the world that a lot of people don't talk about.
Exactly.
That's why we got Mr. Mikey Summersall.
Mikey Summersall.
Right. I pay no attention to mainstream news personally because I think it's all crap.
Exactly. So, Mikey, what is it that we're talking about right now that the world does not know?
Yeah, Mikey, whip it out on me.
Okay, strap in world. It's going to get fun. These are the 10 ridiculous things that make you a terror suspect in the United States. And I'm just going to get right into it because I think you're going to love every single one of these. Or hate them, but we'll see. Number 1, if you are a Tea Party activist, if you support the Tea Party, you are considered a terrorist suspect in the eyes of the U.S. government.
Wait a minute.
Tea
Parties?
Right. No, not
like-
the Tea Parties in Britain. I'm talking about not the ones where you have the spot of tea and the crumpets in there. No, not that.
Pass me the scone, let's blow up the building.
Do you
That
remember
kind
the
of thing?
Boston Tea Party, Ralph, back in history?
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What happens? What if you teabag somebody? Are you
Yeah.
considered a terrorist?
Yeah.
No, but they might add that to the list.
Hey,
So
I
that-
wouldn't be surprised.
So that means all Asians and Indians are pretty much terrorists because they love tea.
Actually, you know what? That might
that
not be
type
too
of
far
tea,
off.
man, is a tea party. Like, what was her name? The one who tried to run for president? The vice president chick?
Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. Isn't she part of the Tea Party?
Yes, and she's an idiot. Don't follow her.
Exactly. So isn't she considered a terrorist?
There's a tea.
Actually, you know what? You'd be right. Sarah Palin would be considered a terrorist.
She hides
terrorist
bombs.
suspect, actually.
She hides bombs in her igloo. Isn't she Alaskan?
Yes.
She should store it in her head. There should be plenty of room. There's no brain in there.
Well, let me ask you a question. Does she give a moose a reach around?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll ask the rednecks later.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let y'all know, the rednecks
We'll
are
be here.
at Rage the Trends.
Oh,
Get ready for later on.
Oh, dear.
All right. What else you got on that list, Mikey boy?
Numero dos. If you are a Occupy Wall Street activist, you could be considered a terror suspect.
Why? Because I took a shit in the park?
Well, yeah, most of them did do that.
I look at it like this. Listen, first of all, those Wall Street activists are not activists. It started off well in the beginning. It turned out to be a huge hippie party.
Well, you know what? Here's the problem. You know who funded this Occupy Wall Street thing?
Who?
You ever heard the name George Soros?
Yes.
Didn't he play for the
That's
Knicks?
the son of a bitch, and this is the same guy that is in favor of a new world order. And this guy funded it.
So he's considered a terrorist.
Well, he would be considered one, but he's above the law since he's the 1%.
Screw him. What's
So-
the next one, Mike?
Number 3. Oh, this is a good one. If you have more than a week's worth of food stored in your house, that's 2 weeks, a month.
Then I've been a terrorist since 1983, the year of our Lord.
All of us would be terrorists then.
Put it to you this way. Every Puerto Rican, Colombian, Mexican, black, anybody who's poor that collects food stamps once a month and it lasts them for 3 weeks is considered a terrorist.
So me and my wife are terrorists every 5th of the month.
That's right. So that means I can't supply food for all 4 of my Taliban children
So what?
because if I have food for more than 2 weeks, I'm considered a terrorist?
So when I go to the Pioneer in West Farms, I'm gonna walk in going, hello, 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 hello.
Oh, fuck them. What's the next one, Mikey?
Number 4. If you are missing fingers,
my
you
God.
are considered a terror suspect in the eyes of the U.S.
So
government.
my butcher's a terrorist.
I look at it like this.
Or if anybody made meth before, terrorist.
I look at it
My
like
dad's
this.
a terrorist.
I look at it like this. If you're missing fingers, Well, my ex-girlfriend should be called Osama bin Lopez because I used to call her Stubby when we were going out.
Hells yeah.
Right.
What about if someone's missing teeth?
Oh, then he's
Raphael G is out.
I'm out there now.
He's been
Off the
lying.
FEMA
You can
camp
call
with
me
you.
Osama bin Gumby. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That means shit. I got 5 kids.
What?
Oh man.
Oh, no.
I got
The
a
fifth of the
stepdaughter.
month, baby, the fifth
I
of
got
the
a
month.
stepdaughter and 4 kids. So that means they're training or something for a world terror attack. Come on, man. Come on. This government shit is ridiculous. What's the next one, Mikey?
Number 5. If you buy flashlights, you are considered a terror suspect in the eyes of the U.S. government.
God.
Jesus, Lord our God.
Here's
It's
what-
getting ridiculous now, isn't
okay,
it?
so what happens?
If you're a coal miner,
Not only that, what happens? Being Puerto Rican, being a minority, and our lights get cut off, and we have to use flashlights. What happens then?
all right, when I'm robbing
Terror
a car,
suspect.
when my Puerto Rican family robs cars, how do you think we break in at night?
With flashlights.
With flashlights.
So,
All crime will cease if flashlights will stop selling.
well, put it to you this way: what happens if your Colombian side wants to smuggle the cocaine through tunnels?
How in the
Terror
hell?
suspect.
How in the hell are my mules gonna get through those tunnels without flashlights?
Who cares? There'll be terror suspects.
God damn it!
Jesus Christ! What's the next one, Mike?
Number 6. If you pay cash at hotels, you may be considered a terror suspect in
I'm
the eyes
busted.
of the U.S. government.
I'm busted.
What?
Come on, honestly. Before we got serious in our relationships, Rob, and we snuck around and played the field, are you going to use a credit card that your significant other can use to see where you were at?
Back in those days, I used to pay with sheepskin. Actually, know what? That's crazy. If you pay cash,
If everybody
and
pays
who does
cash,
that? And what if you don't have a credit card?
in this time and age, that means half of America has turned
Exactly.
Taliban.
What if you don't
Exactly.
believe in credit cards? What do you
so
think
to all,
that this-
everybody who ever used a hotel to have sex, hello.
What's the next one, Mike?
Number 7, pay attention to this, Ralph. If you text privately in a public place, you may be considered a terrorist suspect in the eyes of the U.S. government.
Then I am the king, the Pablo Escobar of Taliban, because I'm constantly texting.
Okay.
I'm always texting.
But that could be anybody. In all fairness to Ralph, that could be anybody because who here has texted in a public place before?
Everybody does
Everybody.
because
There
you
you
don't
go.
want to. Like, okay, who's texting and showing it at the
Imagine.
same time?
Right, like, hey, I text something and it says what? Lick my balls. There you
Oh,
go.
my-
Yeah, everybody needs to know that.
Come on, how many times you've gone to a movie theater, you don't want your phone to ring, and somebody's calling you on your vibrating phone. You text them and say, hey, I'm in a movie theater, or I'm in a restaurant, or whatever. That considers you a freaking terrorist?
Terrorist. Suspect, yes.
I have that weird habit of sending penis pics.
Oh, you stop. Those are
Well, you
small.
should just be shipped to Gitmo for that.
They're going to bomb you.
Guantanamo Bay.
The USA is going to bomb your ass.
I am the planet.
What's the next one, babe?
Okay, we are number 8. Okay. At this point, okay, let's see if you can figure this one out. Having a Ron Paul bumper sticker on your car. Ron Paul's running for president. You have to know him by this point.
Yeah, but okay, if you have a Ron Paul bumper sticker, you're considered terrorist.
Yes, because, hold on, I'll tell you why.
Uh-huh.
Because they figure that anti-war supporters and freedom fighters are terror suspects.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What happens if you have a RuPaul bumper sticker on your car?
What happens if
Then
you
you're
have
a
a Paul
faggot
Wall?
suspect.
Oh, my God.
What about Paul Wall sitting on 20s now?
Screw him. Screw him. What's the next one?
Numero 9. If you believe in conspiracy theories and you question your government, that makes you a terror suspect.
Mikey,
in the
you're
eyes of
number
the-
one, damn
Yeah.
it.
Mikey.
That's me guilty as charged.
Mikey's like this. Lord Christ, why is the sky blue?
Exactly.
It's a conspiracy.
Why did you invent pigeons? Explain the pigeon theory.
They
Let
carry
me tell you
diseases.
something.
There might be something to
Mikey is the most anti-conspiracy guy in the world.
Pro-conspiracy.
Actually, you know what?
Pro-conspiracy. I'm sorry.
Me and Mikey right now, we're in the library for a whole week this week. Why? We were trying to study the theory of why Puerto Rican women are so goddamn complicated.
Listen, I'm Puerto Rican. I didn't marry one.
I'm gonna marry one very soon, and I want to know why she's so damn complicated.
Because she's a terrorist.
And she's the bomb.
Exactly. What else you got, Mike?
All right, next one. If you own precious metals, this includes gold, silver, or crystals, you may be considered a terror suspect in the
So
eyes
the
of
man
the government.
RZA from Wu Clan is a terrorist.
That means Mr. T, Slick Rick.
I pity the fool who stole my
The
bomb.
guy that got killed in the beginning of I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, Junebug.
Exactly. Junebug. They're all terrorists?
My father's $3,000 Santa Maria chain.
Oh, my God. Listen, that means that my San Lazaro, my San Lazaro,
Listen, us as Hispanics, we need chains. Why? Because we pawn that off to pay back rent.
exactly. And we also bought it to pay cable bills,
Child support.
light bill.
If you're running the numbers by
How many of us, okay, being Hispanic, if any Hispanic listeners, even black listeners,
Okay.
how many of us have that one relative that wears nothing but outrageous silver, gold?
One. I have like 7.
They got all the rings. They walk around thinking they're Sugar Bear from Starsky and Hutch.
Yep.
Come on, man.
My dad, number one.
Come on. Italians are
There you
considered
go.
terrorists. Anybody ever seen Saturday Night Fever? That's all they had was gold.
Right.
Joey bag of
Jesus
donuts. You got my
Christ.
chain, Joey.
Yeah, I swear
Okay.
to God.
There's an extra one. This one I can understand. This makes a little bit more sense, but still, Second Amendment. So they say if you own any guns or ammo, and former veterans are being labeled as terror suspects as well.
Okay, let me explain
If
to you.
that's the case,
certain-
Washington Heights should be blocked off.
Exactly. Another thing, let's get one thing clear. My brother served 6 tours in Iraq. He is stationed in Kentucky right now. He walks around with a gun in his shoulder. Is he considered a terrorist?
Negative.
Yes.
I am a vet. I have a piece. Am I considered a terrorist?
In the eyes of the
All
U.S.
right, listen.
government, you would be.
Hold on a second. What kind of vet? A veterinarian that fixes dogs or military vet?
Military vet.
Thank you, sir, for the clearances.
But here's the whole thing. What about cops that retire
Yeah.
and they carry guns? Are they considered terrorists?
Hey, what
It's
about
so vague that actually it could be interpreted that way.
what about retired drug lords?
Well, they're just criminals anyway, but yeah, them
All
too.
right. Thanks for clarifying that, sir.
How long you been retired?
For about 6 years.
All right. Good. Nah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's stupid what some of these people come up with and everything, and it's,
Very stupid.
I mean, come on. It's
Well, hold on. I want to make something clear. The reason why I did this is because people really need to start realizing that the U.S. government is pinning some stupid shit on people, and they don't even realize it. And then when they hear it, they're like, come on, our government wouldn't do that. Wake up, people. Yes, they would.
They
National
would do it out
Defense Authorization Act. That's real.
Yep.
Do you guys know about that?
no, only you would, Mikey.
Well, okay. No, I'm gonna
Mikey X, preach it to me, brother.
Okay. So, the National Defense Authorization Act gives Obama the power to arrest, detain indefinitely U.S. citizens without charge or trial. Look it up.
Exactly. Well, listen, this is good. This is, like I said, the R&R show is going to be totally different from everybody else. We will not be posting up news about what everybody else is talking
That's
about.
right.
We like to bring up things that nobody else would. That way you can understand there's more news out there than Fox 5, NBC, CBS, CNN, and all PIX, UPN, underpaid, whatever you want to say.
Underpaid Chinese workers.
Exactly. I mean,
Right.
this is all
But you
ridiculous.
probably get more of the truth from them anyway.
Actually, I represent all Asians across the planet.
No, but like on a serious note, this is ridiculous. They're actually stereotyping people. This is
Right.
It's total.
But you know what? I mean, I understand it's crazy, but I stereotype people every day.
Who do you stereotype?
Asians, probably.
Hispanics.
But you're Hispanic
Hispanic.
too.
I understand that, but here's my logic.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's a weird logic. Why is it every time you're in
'cause
an
it's not
elevator? Why is it every time you're in an elevator? Or, mind you, an airplane. I've been on airplanes before where, let's say, an old white woman is sitting down, and you sit down next to the person, and she clenches her purse.
Ralph, as big as you are on a plane, she needs more room so your fat ass can sit
No,
down.
but what I'm saying is, where if I want to rob a purse, where in the hell am I going to run to?
I don't know.
There you
it
go.
happens. It happens. Well, anyway, listen. We got a lot of other stories to talk to and everything. Keep
Yeah.
it locked on Major Trends Radio with the R&R Show.
Yeah.